Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Bluebirds Flying. We're back today. We are coming towards the end of the championship season, just 11 games to go now, and we are well and truly in a battle for the playoffs, but we are on the back foot. Now, it's been a while since you were last with us when we went out of the FA Cup. And it's been a mixed bag since then. We lost 3-1 to Blackburn, but we beat Bristol 2-1. Drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest, who are very much in a playoff battle. And to be fair, it was an 89th minute equaliser for them. But then drew with Barnsley, which was a lot more disappointing. We beat Peterborough 2-0, lost 2-0 to Millwall, and then beat Blackpool 5-1. Before most recently a 3-0 loss to Huddersfield and a 2-1 loss to Fulham, who again, they're top of the league. They've already qualified for the playoffs. We're not too concerned about the loss to Fulham. We've got QPR today, who are currently sat just a couple places below us in 9th. So today's game is going to be very important in our chase for the playoffs. And then we've also got Preston, who are currently... Where are Preston? That's a very good question. They are currently 18th. So a team that we should be beating if all goes to plan. There has been a little bit of transfer news as well. As you know, we had Hugill on loan. Well, that was going absolutely fine until he recently picked up a hip injury that put him out for somewhere between March and the end of the season. As you can see here, 12 days to 5 weeks still. So we were paying like all of his wages, basically, I think 90%. So we sent him back to Norwich. We weren't going to pay wages for somebody who may not have been staying at the club. We have managed to replace him with 2 loanees. First of all, we brought in Joe Hugill from Manchester United. More of a young prospect, but he's come in and he's done a decent job, to be fair. He's only got the 1 goal, but his performances have been very good with what he's been given to the team. And the other person we brought in was Dwight Gale on loan from Newcastle. He came in, got 3 goals in 4 games. However, he's now got a hip injury. He's probably out for the season. Our lineup today, we've got Smith is in goal, a back 3 of Morrison, McGuinness and Nelson. Drama and Oviedo as the wing-backs. Colwill as the holding midfielder with Ronaldo and Vrals attacking on either side of him. And then we've got Collins and Ikpeazu up front together. Very early highlight here as Willock receives the ball for QPR. Nyambe to Johansson. Crosses the ball in, but McGuinness heads it away. Only back to Nyambe. Back to Johansson on the edge. And then Field with a shot into the top corner. How are you scoring a goal that good? Less than a minute into the game. That's not fair. Well, we very early got a bit of a hill to climb, we'll call it, with this long to go in the game, but far from ideal. Oviedo with a free kick to the far post. Nelson heads it against the bar. We very nearly get an equaliser there. Johansson with a free kick for QPR. However, it's straight into the waiting hands of our goalkeeper. He is going to kick the ball long, finds Ikpeazu and back to Vrals. We had actually dropped Smithies out of the first team following the last episode. However, due to injury, he's found his way back into it. I will say I did feel a little bit more confident with him out the team. However, he's found his way back in and he's been decent since he came back in, even if it was forced. Oviedo in space on the left-hand side, gets a cross in, goes quite backwards to Drama. Ronaldo tries to get a shot off, but it's blocked, and it falls back to Drama down the wing, this time to Collins. Gets a cross in, Ikpeazu's in there, but there's a block again. It's headed away, Colwill collects it, back out to Drama on the right-hand side. Can he get a cross in again? It's blocked again. We have a corner. There could still be danger from this if we can get it right. Oviedo's going to send it in. It's to the near post, and it's headed away. Well, half-time, it's 1-0 still, but we are starting to get back into this game. We've had 10 shots, however, and only one of them's been on target. That's an issue. Free kick for QPR on the edge here. Johansson, with the free kick, sends it wide and over the bar. We're going to bring Volks on in place of Ronaldo, and Colwill will move into the central midfield on the right so that he's the attacking one. And we're also going to bring Joe Hugill on for Ikpeazu, who's not been having a good game. We're going to bring Bowen on for Rowles now with just a few minutes to go. Weirdly, since half time, we tried turning work the ball into the box on to try and get more shots on target. We had one shot and it was on target, but that's all we've had, one shot. And we do lose 2 QPR in what is, as I mentioned going into it, quite a pivotal game in the battle for the playoff spots, because that means they now move above us. We drop down to 9th as Hull pick up a draw elsewhere. It's made it a lot tougher for us, but against Preston, I would hope we can pick up a win. And the lineup for the game against Preston, we've got Smithers in goal, a back three of Flint, Morrison and Nelson, Drama and Oviedo as the wing backs, Bowen, Ronaldo and Rowles as the three in midfield, and then Collins and Hugill up front in this one. We are going to go positive, and we've had a little look. So Preston like to play a vertical tiki-taka, so this is a little bit of insight for you. This is something I've only just started doing, I'll be honest. But I've started to look at it. I'm starting to really enjoy this side of things. So they like a vertical tiki-taka. So we're going to have a slightly higher line to try and compress the space that they're working in. And then also force them outside because they like to attack through the middle. So in theory, that will allow us to exploit the things that they like to do. We'll have a higher tempo because vertical tiki-taka tends to come with quite a pressing team. So in theory, we can try and just pass it around them. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go and see what happens. And the other thing that we picked up on was Ali McCann is kind of where a lot of their play comes from. So we're going to get Rowles to just go and man mark him and just try and take their main playmaker out of the game. Again, don't know how well it's going to go down, but we're going to give it a go. Throw in early on for Preston. I say early on, we're nearly 20 minutes into the game. McCann's on the ball here and then back to Potts. And you can see there the effectiveness of Rowles just kind of being there when McCann tries to get the ball. Ronaldo heads the ball away, however only as far as Bauer. McCann to Johnson and then out to Bryan. Ball comes in, it's headed away very well, and Hugill is able to collect it. Rowles now has the ball, back to Hugill, and then forward to Oviedo, goes past this man. Hugill inside to Collins. Rowles through to Bowen, one-on-one with the keeper. He puts it wide of the post. That was a really well-worked chance, but unfortunately it goes to waste. We now see a ball attempted to be played through, however Vandenberg collects it. Potts to Brown and then to Archer. Back inside to Brown. And it's through to Archer now, who's got space. Smith is with a good save. And that is the one problem with the higher defensive line, is they were able to exploit it there. Johnson with the corner, sends it in. Archer's at the near post, but it's headed away by Ronaldo. Smith is with a goal kick, plays it short to Morrison, and then back to Nelson. Forward to Rowles now. Ronaldo out to the right-hand side to Drama. He manages to go past his man, but they get back at him again. This time he gets past him. Hugill's in there. It's 1-0 to Cardiff. Fantastic finish from Hugill in the middle. The ball from Drama was absolutely perfect. Put it right between like the defender and the goalkeeper, where Hugill could just get into that gap to exploit it. You can see him there just in between the two. Lovely finish. We lead 1-0. So we've reached half time, and we're going to have just a very quick look at the pass map for Preston, for specifically for McCann, actually, if we can. And you can see he's managed 30 passes. I mean, that's crazy. Like, he's not made any mistakes on his passing. That is crazy. But we're managing just to limit what he's able to do. I think in the last game he had something like 140 something passing combinations. We're limiting his time on the ball, which is exactly what we wanted to do. We're going to make a couple of changes here. Oviedo coming off for Bagan and Bacuna coming on for Drama, just because the wing backs are looking a bit tired in this game. Potts we were throwing for Preston is towards their end of the pitch, like right in their corner. McCann to Potts here, and he's going to bring it out of defence. Plays it into space where Maguire is waiting, and he's able to have a little run at our defence. Tries a shot, but Nelson does really well to get a block on it, and then Flint is able to play it out through Bacuna. Collins back to Bacuna, ball over the top to Bowen, who's in behind now. He's got a chance. It's another good block from the defenders, though. We do get a corner from it. Bacon's going to send it in towards the far post, and it's headed away only as far as Ronaldo hits it on the volley. Rowles back down to Ronaldo. Rowles receives it again. Back out to Bacon. Back to Ronaldo, and then back to Flint. Collins, Bowen, with a shot from range. What a goal that would have been. We're about to make a change. However, Preston have got a highlight with their goalkeeper catching the ball. Flint heads it away as far as Bowen. Oh, that's a pathetic pass to give the ball to Sunday. On a Sunday, he's taking the ball to the left-hand side, back inside to Whiteman on the edge of the box, to Johnson, across to McCann. You can see Rowles was straight out there to try and stop him getting any further. Ball in though, Archer with a equaliser. Well, that hurts. We're going to make a change here with Ikpeazu coming on for Collins, who's not really had much to do in this game. It was a good ball in behind, and yeah, he's just onside because of Bacuna. Flint plays the ball out to Bowen and then back to Ronaldo. Morrison on the ball at centre-back. Gives it back to Bowen. Ball over the top to Ikpeazu, who's gone in behind. 1-on-1 with the keeper. 2-0. No, it's 2-1, sorry. Just completely ignore that they scored. Ikpeazu with a goal that could potentially be the winner. We've got 5 minutes plus injury time to go. That's a lovely ball over the top. Ikpeazu with a lovely finish into the bottom corner. And that is game over. A 2-1 win at home to Preston. And quite nice to see, seemingly, the bit more of in-depth analysis prior to games. I do a bit more than I'm applying off camera, but seems to have paid off there. And we will be back with the final games of the season, Birmingham and Derby, unless we are absolutely not qualifying for the playoffs by the time we get to the Birmingham game, in which case we'll just have the Cardiff game. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Do you think we can get playoffs in our first season? Let me know down below, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Thank you very much for watching.